Hey there, everybody. Welcome to our crazy family fun night. Get ready for a wild ride filled with laughter, silliness, and maybe a little bit of mischief. We're the kind of family that loves to laugh. We believe that laughter is the best medicine, and tonight we're prescribing a big dose of it. So, buckle up, grab your funny bone, and get ready to join us for a night of unforgettable family fun. You might even want to play along at home. Are you ready to meet the stars of our show? First up, we have Dad. He's the king of dad jokes and the master of puns. You can always count on him for a good groan-worthy joke. Next, we have Mum. She's the heart and soul of our family, and she has the most contagious laugh you'll ever hear. Then there's me, your host for the evening. I love to make people laugh, and I'm always up for a good challenge. And last but not least, we have our furry friend, Sparky the dog. He might not be able to play the games, but he's definitely the best audience a family could ask for. Now that you know the players, let's get this party started. Tonight we're playing 3 hilarious games. Each one is guaranteed to tickle your funny bone and leave you wanting more. First, we'll be putting our acting skills to the test with a classic game of charades. Get ready to see some seriously questionable interpretations. Then we'll be testing our limits with the laugh challenge. The goal? Don't laugh. Sounds easy, right? Well, not when you're in a room full of your silliest family members. Finally, we'll be trying our best to avoid saying certain words in the forbidden words game. It's harder than it sounds, especially when you're trying to trick each other. Are you ready to dive into the first challenge? Let the games begin. Section 4. Miming mayhem. When actions speak louder than words, it's time for the first challenge. We wrote down different words and phrases on slips of paper and tossed them into a hat. One by one, we'll take turns choosing a slip and acting out the word or phrase without speaking. Dad went first and he had us in stitches trying to act out spaghetti and meatballs. Let's just say it involved a lot of slurping noises and imaginary meatballs flying through the air. Mum was up next, and she had to act out riding a roller coaster. She got really into it, throwing her arms up in the air and screaming at the top of her lungs. My turn was next, and I had to act out being chased by a bee. Let's just say I channeled my inner Usain Bolt and ran around the room like a crazy person. Even Sparky the dog got in on the action, barking and wagging his tail excitedly. Section 5. The Laugh Challenge. Can you keep a straight face? After all the excitement of charades, it was time to test our composure with the laugh challenge. The rules are simple. We have to stare at each other without laughing. The first person to crack a smile or let out a giggle loses. We gathered in a circle, our faces serious and determined. But the minute we made eye contact, we all burst into laughter. It was impossible to keep a straight face. Dad started making funny faces, trying to get us to crack. Mum couldn't stop giggling, and I was trying my hardest to hold it together, but it was no use. We were all laughing so hard that tears were streaming down our faces. Even Sparky, the dog, was looking at us like we were crazy. He tilted his head to the side, his tongue lolling out as if to say, "What's so funny?" Section 6. Forbidden words where saying no to yes is the goal. For our final challenge, we decided to play the forbidden words game. We chose 3 common words that would be forbidden to say during our conversation: yes, no, and maybe. It sounded easy enough, but it turned out to be surprisingly difficult. Every time we tried to answer a question, we would accidentally blurt out one of the forbidden words. "Did you have fun tonight?" Dad asked. I mean totally, I exclaimed, immediately realizing my mistake. "You said yes," Mum shouted, pointing at me accusingly. "You're out!" We took turns asking each other tricky questions, trying our best to trip each other up. The room was filled with laughter as we stumbled over our words and struggled to avoid the forbidden phrases. Section 7. Family ties and funny bones, moments we'll never forget. As the night went on, we shared countless laughs and created memories that will last a lifetime. There was the moment when Dad, during charades, tried to act out vacuum cleaner and ended up sprawled on the floor, pretending to suck up crumbs. And who could forget Mum's hysterical rendition of being chased by a spider? She climbed onto the couch, shrieking at the top of her lungs, refusing to come down until we promised to catch the imaginary 8-legged monster. Even Sparky had his moments, like the time he stole one of the slips of paper during charades and pranced around the living room with it in his mouth, tail wagging proudly. These are the moments that make up a family's story, the shared experiences that weave together the fabric of love and laughter.